going to be rude intentionally. Somebody starts to tell a story. If that sparks the memory of a story of yours, you just interrupt them and start to tell yours. They stop talking. They maybe don't even get through a full sentence, and then if that starts to remind you of a story of yours, you interrupt them. And we're going to go around, not in any order, just whoever the spirit moves them to blurt out.
See, I do that on a daily basis. See how I just did that?
That's right, exactly. Right? Right? But it's about like there's all these connections that we can make.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
Okay, so is it already started? Yes. What say what you were saying.
He was telling me to channel my inner Mishka.
Channel your inner Mishka.
Yeah.
By the way, the stories can be yours or theirs. Any story is game. All right?
Good.
Good.
So I was at the fair one year with my dad, right? He's like, Asher, do you want to go to the petting zoo? I'm like, yeah, sure, I like animals. So I go to the camel, right? I'm like, Dad, can I feed the camel? He's like, sure.
I was about yay high, and my parents took me to the zoo, and there was the camels and the llamas, and one of the llamas really did this cliche thing. It actually spit right in my face, and it was so gross, and I was like crying. You know, like I wanted to get all this llama spit off my face.
Last summer, I was at the Saratoga County Fair, and we were feeding like the llamas and the giraffe, and all of a sudden this kid walks up to me and he just takes the cup away from me and walks away. So I'm sitting there like really confused, and then the same kid runs back, hands me the cup, and then runs away. I don't know why.
Anybody had anything they're reminded of during that? You're being too polite. Let's be rude. Jump in. Interrupt. She doesn't have to finish the story. Jump in.
I don't know, but there was this one time when I was with my aunt, and I was going to the baseball game with all my family, and it's like we're all sitting there, and all my cousins are like screaming and yelling and punching.
So I was at
That's the way to do it.
fair. I like the fair, but I was at the fair with my cousin Ethan, right? Then all of a sudden, just randomly yells at me. The camel smells bad.
Oh.
Camel. He yells at me. It smells bad. And I go, okay. So I go over to the camel. I pet it. Then I walk away. Then like a few minutes later, I go over to a water fountain, get a drink, and I come back, see his arm halfway down the camel's throat. He's bawling his eyes out.
There used to be this kid that would take a little piece of gum and cover part of the nozzle of the water fountain in the hallway outside of social studies, so that when you hit the button, it would go like up and he like hit the ceiling. And
I hate it when people just like when they're drinking out of water fountains and they just put their mouth on it. It's just disgusting.
Does anybody ever press the button when you're getting a drink? Because my brother used to do that to me all the time. If I was getting a drink and he would push down on it, and the water would shoot up into my nose or into my eyes.
Oh, once I was drinking out of the water fountain, the water went up my nose and I started screaming.
Water fountains also taste pretty bad. I swear, it tastes like
It
metal.
tastes like pollution.
Yeah.
Metal.
They're all
Nice.
lead.
Pollution's a flavor now.
Well, one year we had.
Aquafina. Do pollution flavor. What?
One year during school, I was just sitting in my English class, and then all of a sudden we get an announcement that's like sending us all home, and apparently there was like a pipe that was leaking and lead got into the water.
Oh,
So
there was
now-
that one time when I was in school on last year, and on like Halloween, all of the power went out somehow. So we were all in the dark for a good like 30 minutes or so. It was fun.
I think it was like a month or two ago, like the power went out in our house, so we were all just like scrambling around trying to find candles, and so we ended up finding like these little tiny battery powered candles that they didn't do much, but they made our house look really spooky and cool. Spooky.